I'm 100% sure your call made the difference.
That's what we like to hear. The I-Team getting results after a man from Warwick told us his nearly $5,000 trip was canceled months ago, and he was left fighting for his refund.
So she's doing her job. NBC 10 I-Team reporter Tamara Sakarsik went head-to-head with the travel company and has this advice that all consumers need to hear now. Good morning, Tammy.
Good morning, Allison. That consumer booked his trip through Kiwi.com. He went on social media to check the company out, and we did as well. And as you can see, we found that they have hundreds of complaints, all regarding refunds. Unanswered calls, unreturned emails, and nearly $5,000 seemingly down the drain. A celebratory trip for Hal Pellet and his family this past July quickly transformed into a refund nightmare when the coronavirus sparked a last-minute cancellation. Since the trip was canceled on you, you were assuming that you would get a refund pretty immediately.
Correct, exactly. I mean, I was reading them to send me a refund. So they told us at that time, this will take probably 2 to 3 weeks.
But that timeline came and went, along with several emails full of apologies, but no direct answers. Pellet at a loss.
So we sent another mail to ask them what's going on. The answer was, we're still working on it. At that moment, they're not taking any telephone calls. Everything you do with the email.
That's when he turned to 10, and I got to work.
Your telephone call irked them a little bit.
That's because a few days later, Pellet finally got his money back, but the I-Team discovered thousands of others can't say the same after the pandemic threw the travel industry into complete chaos.
It was a complete debacle all the way across the board. We've never seen anything like it.
Bill McGee is the aviation advisor for Consumer Reports Advocacy. Under federal regulations, airlines are required to fully refund passengers who book directly, but those rules don't apply across the board.
The Department of Transportation regulations have a lot of loopholes. And one of the biggest loopholes is the rules that apply if you book directly through an airline don't apply if you book through a third-party site.
So consumers who book through third-party sites don't have the same rights as consumers who book directly through airlines.
That's correct.
So how do you get a refund?
The main thing is to stay persistent.
Even more importantly, research travel companies ahead of time, a mistake Pellet says he'll never make again. What would your advice be to other consumers when it comes to booking these trips?
Be very careful.
And it's also a good idea to pay with a credit card. That way the bank will refund your money while the bank itself goes after the company. For the NBC 10 I-Team, I'm Tamara Sakarsik.